You ready? Well, I don't know what to say. I can't be more disappointed for a group of guys in our locker room than what I am today, because what they've done all year long, how they fought, tried to get better. Two good football teams out there tonight. We knew going into the game it was going to be close, and we didn't disappoint anybody. We ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. You could tell defensively we couldn't make a play. But number 5 took the ball game over in the fourth quarter and made 2 or 3 huge plays that any other quarterback probably wouldn't have made. And you got to give them credit for that. They fought hard. Our guys fought hard. We come up a play short. And I didn't want that thing going to overtime. I come real close to not even going for it on 4th and 5 down there. But, you know, you got to give yourself a chance at home. And, again, you got to believe in your players. And I still believe in them, even though we came up a little short. But it was an overall team game. And our offense and our defense made some big plays, and they did the same thing. They just made a couple more than we did. Questions?
Bresson's been pretty tough all year, but tonight probably hasn't been the greatest performance you've seen from him, I imagine.
Well, I don't know what he threw for. I tell you what, that kid competed in. He did it on one leg. I mean, his ankle's so bad. He's been wanting to play and push through it, and it's been that way for about 6 weeks. And he's only practiced about 1 or 2 days a week, and doesn't throw the ball much because his shoulders so banged up. But I tell you what, he's a warrior, and he competed tonight. But as all of them did, all the seniors. I tell you what, it's just tough, you know, when you play your last home game and you play it so close and they want to win it so bad. You know, you got to have a lot of feelings for kids like that.
Ever close to the point with Brendan when he's hobbling, you think about going to him about even taking a series or 2 off or pulling him out a little bit because he was obviously struggling.
Well, you know, Benny's not ready to go. Llewellyn separated his shoulder in the second quarter. He couldn't throw it. So, I mean, we were down to, we didn't have any choice. I mean, you know, 1 series makes a difference in that game. And, you know, we looked at all the scenarios, but he gave us the best chance. He wasn't about to let us take him out, you know. Brandon wasn't going to do that. And so if it was anything where he could hurt himself anymore, we obviously wouldn't have done it. But he's played with it all year long and played pretty dang good, I'm going to tell you.
So Tony, you really did consider going for it on 4th and 6 instead of having Million and pick the field goal?
Yeah, I thought about it. You know, they got that big back, and they started using him in the fourth quarter. And, you know, we just got to kind of get them more down. But, you know, I thought about it, but you know, it just crossed my mind. You got to look at all the scenarios and what happened. What I thought might happen happened. They just lined up and ran it right at us, and we weren't strong enough up the middle in the fourth quarter or the overtime to tackle that big running back. But you know that was a big call. It was 3rd and 5, and pass interference, and our little corner just panicked, and the ball had been overthrown. He had never caught it, and we got beat on the other side on the same fade route. And you know, you can't blame him for it. You know, he thought the ball might be perfect like it was the other time.
When they score first in overtime, how does that affect your sequence of plays or your offense coming out for the next possession?
Well, you know, we work on overtime at least once or twice during a game week of what we want to call. A lot of it changes because of what they've done in the game, what worked, what didn't work, and we've been working on this one play. They got penetration the first play that we ran. It was kind of Brandon Kay was running reverse, and he was going to throw it down the field, but we gave him too much penetration and kind of got us in the hole. But we'd come back all night long from bad situations. That time we didn't.
Parker pushed off on that last touchdown was down in the 4th quarter.
Pardon?
Did Devontae Parker push off on that?
You know, I couldn't tell. I got blocked from some of the coaches that were out on the field, and you know, I really couldn't tell.
You seem to be arguing, discussing.
No, I was just wanting to get a replay, because, he was kind of bobbling, the ball was going out of bounds, but he said, Coach, he had possession. I know I wouldn't, you can't argue a replay of a pass interference. I was just hoping to stop the game for everybody's sake and just say they at least looked at it and touchdown. You know, that's what we have replay for, especially in a tough situation like that. That's too important, but obviously they were ready to get home.
Could you give a quick snapshot of the season? You're 3-2 and things aren't looking so good. Finished up pretty well though.
Yeah, and you know, we lose a quarterback and we lose our center. We had 15 surgeries, you know, throughout the year. Everybody has injuries. We had overabundance of them in the first half of the year. But anybody we put in there battled, and you know, you couldn't ask any more out of this team. I mean, they played hard. They played hard in the games we lost. And we just at that point in the season, we weren't good enough to win. You know, to keep from making mistakes. But you could tell tonight how much we've grown up. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a long time since the first quarter, but I think we threw 2 interceptions the first 2 drives, pretty close to it. And we got down 10-0. We battled back and we took the lead. And you know, that's kind of how this team has grown and matured. Nothing's really bothered them. You know, they just keep playing, executing, and playing hard. The great thing about the whole team is they play hard, and they play hard, and they believe in each other. And you know, it's just unfortunate. You know, one team got to win out of these 2 tonight. There's not a lot of difference in them.
Last scheduled meeting between these 2 teams for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
After a great game tonight, kind of a shame to see.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know that they. I have not been in this game, but just going through the night and listening to our fans during the week, and you have to have rival games. That's what makes college football fun and exciting. There's rivalries all over the country, and this is, I think, one that you need to play, but they don't have the opportunity, nor we do, in terms of, you know, you got your schedules, and now they're going to a different conference. Maybe in the future it could be worked out. Maybe things work out, you know, for the best. But that is a good football game for us and for them.
Brendan Shore wasn't right in training camp. Has it ever been right?
No.
No.
He's battled through it all year long. That's the reason that he wasn't in the first couple of games, or he played some. He wasn't ready to go. We had to set him for, I think, a good 10 days in camp, and but he's battled. My understanding, he's been battling since he's been here. That's how tough the kid is. And we had a pretty good situation when we had both he and Munchie together. We could take the pressure off the other one, let them play, and you know, somebody get beat up a little bit, you know, let the other guy go. But when Munchie went down, we were in world of hurt. And fortunately, Jordan came through for us and gave us some plays in almost every game that we played. But you just can't say enough of a guy about, you know, Brandon, you know, dodging guys, running for his life, going sidearm, running into the touchdown. And we're going to throw the fade on the touchdown run. And he sees the guy's covered, pulls the ball down and runs it, and takes a huge lick in the end zone for the touchdown. You know, he's a battler. He's the kind you want to go to war with every week. And I'm proud he was my quarterback for the last 9 games.
Louisville has been kind of a measuring stick for Cincinnati, I think, for a long time. How do you think your talent right now matches up with theirs?
They got a lot of seniors on the team. They had a lot of speed. They have more team speed than we have. Their secondary was much more experienced than ours. You could tell they took advantage of a few of our guys in some situations, but our guys were a little bit younger. You know, they are a very good football team with a lot of speed. The running back was a difference. The running back and the quarterback was a difference in the fourth quarter and overtime. There's no doubt about that. And we all look for big running backs. They're hard to find. Our little running backs ran good tonight, but you know, sometimes you got to get extra yards. But you know, we won't be far off. You know, our recruiting's going good, and next time we play them, you know, I think we'll be looking forward to it.
Is there anything you can do when Bridgewater makes the kind of plays that he made in that drive?
No, no, you know, he just athleted us, and, you know, he just, we wanted him to stay in the pocket, and if you notice when they come, we felt like if we could keep him in the pocket and make him throw, we were gonna be better off than him out of the pocket, and that's the reason they run a lot of those play action passes early and got him out of the pocket, throwing the run. And, then we started playing him a little bit better, and, you know, we're athletic at defensive end, and we were grabbing for air a lot of times. It just, you know, we had him in our grasp, and the fourth down and, what was it, 11 yards or 9 yards, and they went for it. That was obviously the one that, you know, just kind of took the air out of our defense.
Anything else?